dating back to their days sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium, where it continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And off we go in Santa Clara. Isaac Gorindo to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No, but he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, so it'll be 3rd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead and out of punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. We're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field. Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They've got a man in motion. First carry now for Kyron Williams. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Draw play. This is Williams. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Stopped that time by someone who collects tackles and all-pro nods every season, Fred Warner.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Stafford from the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. They'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
They send a tight end in motion. On the counter, McCaffrey. And they drop him after just a yard, 2nd down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action now with Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. This is ahead for about 5. Knocked down by Fred Warner.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now, Stafford. Screen here for Williams. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. It's complete to Higbee. And he'll get it up to the 44.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They go with Williams on the counter. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Stafford's going to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Adams, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Rams.
I can't believe what I watched.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Give to Williams from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Stafford gonna go on 4th. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Jukes the defender. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Going run again with McCaffrey. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun is Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Play action now. Purdy. The back grabs it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
2 yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy to throw it. hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Dumps it off to his running back. This gets forward to around the 29. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Looking for the marker with Williams. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Rams.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 38. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Stafford from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This from 30 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Window to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got Bourne left side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers trying to add to their lead. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And guys, man, that's a San Francisco touchdown! The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
14, Rams 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Stafford throwing again. Gets it to the 15. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Williams can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. San Francisco calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. To throw, Stafford. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Rams make it a one-score game before halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams cut the lead down to 4.
14. Rams 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the gun is Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, Purdy to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. It is caught left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Again, it's Brock Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They fake the handoff, now Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. They send the tight end in motion. Trying again, following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
3rd and long now for Stafford. Searches from the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The Rams are set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. It's fielded at the 14. And a nice return out of it. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Give. It's McCaffrey heading right. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Purdy on first down. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That's another 49er first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's McCaffrey. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Still has room inside the 15. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring with guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 8-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
Niners 21, Rams 10.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams headed out to the field now. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw here for Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 13 on the pickup, and it brings up an LA first down.
First down, Rams.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
On first down, here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get it.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stafford's going to throw once more. Drops this one down here for Williams. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like you got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. And is Alfred Collins cleaning up that play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. Tough sledding the last couple of runs. It's 4th and 2. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Going for it, it's Williams. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs.
Result of the play.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's the 49ers with the football and a comfortable lead as well. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. It's caught, Pearsall has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. An injured player out there after the snap, and the medical staff quickly out to him. And that is Geno Smith that they're headed for. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the counter, McCaffrey. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
49er first down. 1st and 10.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw by Purdy. Completed left side there to Jennings. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They toss right side to McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
A lot of times when we'll see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Headed left to McCaffrey. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Brought down
Stay
back at the
on
19-yard
schedule.
line.
SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. They stick with McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
He was taken down behind
This
the
offense
line
may
of
want to
scrimmage.
try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Purdy to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
A gain of 11 yards.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Piniero's kick is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They've kept throwing it to him as we work throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. He gets this one in Nakua. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got it again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Puka Nakua the target on that throw. And that takes them to 3rd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing to Stafford on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, but they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive starts with an option, right side. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
49-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearson. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. Gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. One of the tight ends motioning right. Purdy setting up that play action. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's McCaffrey again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers feeling good with a 14-point advantage. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Purdy throwing here. Dumped off to his running back. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Eddie
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Stafford. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect with Puka Nakua. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The 49ers only moments away from finalizing this victory as they take a knee. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.